The only white boy you know who did it.
Haters will hate always. That's what they do. They hate.
I gon' come with safety. The only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, tryna leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the midst of shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch an op so I can test the bitch.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? And how nice of it is to see you again. Hello there, Miss Phoenix Blaze. How are you doing today? How is everybody in the chat? Hello there, Little Maine. How are you doing, bro? I hope you guys have had a good day. My day's been great. 2 days off work, you know, chilling, having a good old time on my second day. Figured I'd go live with y'all, man. How y'all doing today? Y'all at work, y'all in the bushes, chilling, listening. Okay. I love it when I feel amazing. I love it too. We're going to get into this Wack 100 shit, man. Because now they're out here, you know, they're doing their big, oh, we did it, run. We did it. We got the big guy tooken down. We got Big U tooken down. Oh, now we got to just wonder, who's next? Who will be next? Because now we got Hocus 4/5. He's on the chopping block of who will be next. Because there's gonna be somebody next. What's up, Zero? There's gonna be somebody next. Let's bring up my favorite channel. Y'all know who that is. Most scandalous. But like I said, they're doing their what's up, dog? Salute, bro. They're doing like a, I don't know, what do you call it? Their little victory lap, their victory celebration. And it makes me wonder, like, does Christopher Loveboy know that he's probably next? Does he know that? Shout out to my dude Maine with the 710 drop. He said, for making them fucking mad, make them mad. Hit the cash app. Man, I hope you aren't one of those people that are mad now when I get cash apps. I sure hope you aren't one of those people now that just get mad when I get drops. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, bro. Let's bring it in, man. Let's bring it on in. Let's bring it on in. I appreciate y'all to support this channel, man. I truly do. What's up, Wookie? Salute to you, bro. We will be doing our members giveaway soon, probably within the next 2 days or so. Oh, let me pause that right there so I can bring it in for y'all. Love Boys ain't going to jail. He close with the chief of police out there. That is very true. I don't think he'd be like going to jail, but I think Wack's going to turn on him. Wack likes to turn on whoever has the clout. Like, if he sees 600 starts getting so much clout, he's going to turn on him, bro. He's going to turn on him. And where is all this? You was going to do this to Charleston White. You was going to do that to Charleston White. You and Charleston White was sitting in the same room, but you didn't smack up Charleston White. Ain't nobody scared of fuck. If you're scared of Wack 100 or what he's going to do to you, you are a big pussy. What's up, James? You are a big time pussy if you worried about what the fuck Wack gonna do to you. He's like 5'4", 255 pounds. That little stubby motherfucker wouldn't do shit. Let me make that clear. While he's running around out here threatening people and shit. All the time threatening somebody. Oh, Paru, I'll be on Paru. I'll have all these. Oh, Paru. Jealousy is an evil thing. You are absolutely right about that, bro. But fuck it, make them mad, y'all.
One of Big U's
Make them mad.
do send
It's
some
white
spread.
boys.
He don't have no riders around him. I keep telling y'all, he only keeps rats and busters. But he uses stuff like he want to sweep stuff under the rug and hold stuff against these guys. I keep telling y'all, anybody dealing with dude is a rat or a buster. These are facts, bro. If they ain't proven rat, they're a buster for messing with him because he's a rat. But
That be you.
check this out. His main minion, the Diamond Keyway channel holder, whatever that says all this content for, is a rat.
Somebody else. Hold on. I got a Cash App, y'all. I got a Cash App. Lucky Strike said, always having an amazing day. No stopping. No stopping for the grind, young lady. No stopping. No stopping for all you pocket watchers. Bow. $10. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for supporting the platform. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. You already know, Lucky.
Right now, 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 right now.
Oh, must not came back in. I thought somebody came in the door. I'm tripping.
Stone villain said he knocked him out, broke it.
Okay, so in this clip, he's trying to expose Wack 100, right? So, like, is this the same thing that Luce did to you? This is the same thing, right?
His jaw in 3 places. They got the whole incident report, paperwork. Dude made a statement, got through 6 more years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. You know, we've been trying to figure out about why would he move all the way to Wisconsin and don't have no money and do nothing. Now we understand why he never came back to the hood. We understand now, bro. He was a rat. Shout out Diamond from Bloodstone Village, homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, that's crazy, bro. Got to do 6 more years, bro. Mutual combat. Road statements, bro. Against a Damo, against one of your homies. Got him signed.
So how long before now does it take before Wack 100 turns on 600? Because you did say this. These are things that you said. Remember, Wack doesn't forget anything, y'all. Wack has the brain of a fucking pinky in the brain.
But hey, that's one of Big U boys, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, exposure, strike again.
8 hours later.
What are you doing?
Hey, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. $2,000 was a gift.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV.
Who's next?
Where we expose the exposers. In today's episode, we're revisiting that infamous $2,000 that was snatched right out of Porky's pockets. These clowns think we forgot about their greatest hits. But don't worry, we didn't. Now that Lucy is behind bars, Love's Boys finally gets to breathe. Maybe even celebrate. Because let's be honest, after Love...
Kids that, hold on. I want to try to answer the questions that get asked. AD, would you be down with a man that disrespected your kids? No. Nah. No, I couldn't. I just, like, I'm not very good at playing fake friend. I'm not very good at like, oh, let's be friends with this guy because maybe, who cares what he said? I can let it go. But like, once you start disrespecting people's children, people's families, as soon as you like try to take this and then go to like IRL in real life, disrespecting people and all that shit, then after that, it's fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
$1,000
Good question.
that was snatched right out of Porky's pockets. These clowns think we forgot about their greatest hits.
What?
But don't worry, we didn't.
That
Now
ain't
that Lucy is behind bars, Love's Boys finally gets to breathe, maybe even celebrate. Because let's be honest, after Love's Boys made Porky fumble that
Wack
night,
desperate for money.
It looked like Lucy was on track to steal his spot as Porky's top exposer. But let's be real. It's only a matter of time before Porky flips on Love's Boys.
Absolutely.
Just like he did with Lucy.
Absolutely.
Porky said he never forgot about that diss record Lucy did. And if you know Porky, you know damn well he hasn't forgot about the Crip Cop, making him look...
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, right? Well, his name is Lovejoy, but everyone calls him Love's Boys. Yeah, I wonder what Danza paid Wack and Charleston to sit down together. I'd like to know. But I'm not really, I mean, not for pocket watching, but I would just like to know. I would truly like to know what the worth is. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I wouldn't pay Wack $1 to sit down on my channel. I wouldn't give him $1. He's not worth a buck.
Look like a fool. Losing him $2,000. Porky holds grudges. Remember that.
Wack. But before, I got a question about that paperwork. Remember about the...
Is that you, babe? Is that you?
Get to that real quick. Let me ask you about that. Now, you said you didn't get played, right? I understand you got your money. You never lost no money.
No, I didn't say that. I said my team called me. These two niggas called me. Wack, we got woo. Okay, well, what's happening? What he got? Y'all know this nigga. What they went wrong is one of them lied. He in jail with the homies, such and such. Okay, cool. Whatever he got, whatever. Here you go. We got a kitty.
See, it all
over there
sounds like
anyway.
bullshit.
So I ain't tripping. We got a kitty over there. You know, we make money here, make money there. We all throw shit to kitty in case like this come up. Right?
Oh,
so when I said I didn't really lose nothing, it just went back to the kitty.
It just went into the kitty. It just went into the kitty, y'all. I didn't lose nothing. It just went into the kitty.
Because of Love's Boys, Porky was forced to create a lie about having a kitty. LOL.
They brought it, sent it back to the kitty. That's off guard.
Where's my kitty?
No big deal. They slipped. One of the niggas lied. You know what I'm saying? 600 claimed his homie was in there with it. I ain't questioning. I was at home sleep. So no big deal. If I call with a nigga, I know and say I know the nigga. This is why I'm quick to say I don't know this. And I don't play that fake like we know each other because you didn't say the name.
You do.
That's where he slipped.
So 600 lied to you?
Yeah, he said his homie, something named such and such was in there with him right there. So at that point in time, I'm figuring these niggas did they want to due diligence, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
You just heard Porky admit that Love's Boys lied to him, which
So
is the
why are you
reason he
not gonna
actually
tell him?
believed the paperwork on
I'll tell you
Deuce was authentic. When the time is right, Porky is going to make Love's Boys pay for that. Trust me.
And that's what it was. I listened to them talk to the all right, well, let me know what it is. What is it? Wack, you want this? All right, cool. What we got over there? We got like 12,000 a little bull kitty to douche with for this type of. You think a lot of this paperwork is just giving it to us? You know, just yesterday we brought some on Lori Harvey. You know, did it. Leave it over there.
You guys
Put it in there. That's the investment. Somebody gonna want it. Let Lori Harvey hit the blogs. Yo, I got a piece for 5,000. Cost us a stack yesterday. I'm gonna leave it right there, 5,000. Wack, let me see it. All right, here we go. So we got a kitty. You know, I send it out. I trust me with the money. They trust me with the money.
Yeah,
They
but
had to put the money back in the kitty.
you could have potentially lost more money. The type of nigga you is, right?
Let's more nothing because
let's say
whatever we all agreed to spend on that yesterday. The call yesterday wanted 2,500. But I said, yo, let me see what it is. I'm like, bro, we got, I give you 1,500 tops for this. I mean, I see it. You said it was Diddy. It ain't Diddy. It's the other nigga. I know his brother's an entertainer, but It's cool. Something pop up with Lori. We got some we can go, bargain with. It's cool. So we paid it. Let's put it over. It's over there. So if 600 needed or whoever needed or something pop up, yo, Wack, I got a nigga over here want to do this. We still got that piece. Yeah, what we split on it? Man, we spent a stack. Tell that nigga 5,000. Wack, he want 35. That's 3,500. I'm gonna take the 35. That's a plus. We got a little kitty over here. We got a little kitty over here. We got a little kitty over here, bro. You know what I'm saying? That we, Luce ain't no broke. Luce own 28 Airbnbs. Bullshit. Luce get his money. 600 get his money. I get my money. So the little 12 racks we got over there. We started it with for 4,500. We all put in 1,500 apiece. Bullshit. And through using this, buying this, flipping this, sending this over here, a lot of y'all see on the blogs, somebody come from us. They pay for that.
Yeah, that's
if they got money, then why they had to come to you for it?
Yeah.
If they got money, then why they had to come to you for it?
Yeah.
Wait, that's what.
Bro, I got the kitty. Bro, I got the kitty. Bro, I got the kitty.
The kitty? Motherfucker, we ain't playing poker. The kitty? I know the kitty just wants to say something bad to Wack 100. Kitty, I'll give you your chance to say something about Wack in a minute. We know he's pussy. We know Wack is pussy. He wants to beat like every YouTuber there is.
Collectively, we got 12,000 up. Right now it's 10-5.
And that interview that we did with I did with Jeezy with Deuce Sims, he was like, Loose Cannon didn't have no money, and I asked him, I was like, how do you know he don't got no money?
Loose got Airbnb. I got a bunch of Airbnbs. I know Loose got money.
Loose didn't have no money, bro. His wife got money. Loose didn't have it. Them Airbnbs ain't Loose's. Those are Sharice's. Why does everything get thrown? Everything on fucking YouTube, everything I run into, bro, motherfuckers just lie. Y'all just be a bunch of fucking liars.
Money yet. Loose ain't broke at all. He ain't never been broke though. Ever since I've been knowing.
Yo, did he have any type of brain injury at one time?
No, not at all. That's just how he talk. He got a brother.
How did you know?
Him, talk the same way. You ain't never seen Loose Cannon brother on.
How did you know that's what he was referring to?
Google Loose Cannon brother. Talk.
Yeah, I seen him on street TV. He said Loose Cannon was a lion.
Yep.
Said he always lying.
I mean, they don't get along. So
I mean, they don't get along, man.
I don't know. They say he lying too, so I don't know.
You hear that?
He tried to pay us to do a fake beat. I know that. He tried to pay us $5,000 to do a fake beat.
So what happened with you in 600, where you told 600 if he don't get his records unsealed, you was
not unsealed. He need to go down there. He sent all this. I said, send me all this so I can send to the legal, bro. Because these people keep asking about you.
He got sealed records. That's right.
He sent me all this first, middle, last name, case number, everything. I sent it in.
600 got sealed records.
And matter of fact, Nisha, here, go right here. Look. Watch this. I don't play that shit. I don't discriminate with that shit.
No, I got you.
All right, watch this. Let me show you right now. I sent it in to the legal. And
let it be known.
To who?
To this day, Love's Boys and Porky still haven't produced the unsealed case file.
None.
But when the time is right, best believe Porky is going to pull that card.
Hold on.
He's just holding it in his back pocket.
So all this time, you told him you want to see those sealed files, but yet there still isn't any sealed files unsealed here. Like, where is the unsealing of the files? I don't see any unsealing of files, but yet you're still his homeboy. So I bet you anything, Wack's next move is to turn on Christopher Loveboy about his sealed paperwork. And what is up with that? You run around calling people rats and you got sealed documents.
Pocket, waiting to use it against Love's Boys.
Rat.
And when he does,
he's a rat.
It's going to be ugly for Love's Boys.
They finna go pull the shit. Whatever it is, what the fuck is going to be?
So y'all not beefing? Y'all not beefing now?
That ain't no beef. Man, any nigga beef with you over asking for some money. They asking him.
Got you.
What we beefing on? Yo, bro, these niggas you talking about.
I'm just asking the question.
Now, I see it's some law in 2021
You can't ask
that
Wack
said they
no
gonna
question.
seal weed files, but I don't know
You
if
can't
that's
ask no
21
question.
on
He
or is
won't
it
give you a
retro.
real
Does it say
answer.
we going back to 2005? I don't know. And these motherfuckers keep asking me about it. You ain't got no work on it. Nisha, did I not send it to the people? I said the lady says she needs your first, middle name, last, date of birth, county.
Yep, I just got it right now. I'm
Did I
about to
not
put it
send
in the.
Did I not send it to the people?
I'm about to put it in the Telegram right now.
Yeah, I don't play that shit.
Love's Boy's case is sealed.
Yeah.
And Porky knows damn well he can't mail or email anything
What's
that
up
would
with
get it
those Knicks,
unsealed.
y'all?
The
Shout
only
out to
one
the
who can do
Indiana
that
Pacers.
is Love's Boys himself.
Going in there and getting game
So
one,
when
baby.
Porky was out here pretending he was
Shout
clearing
out to the Pacers.
I said the lady says she needs your first, middle name, last, date of birth, county.
Yep, I just got it right now. I'm
Did
about
I
to
not
put it
send
in the.
Did I not send it to the people?
I'm about to put it in the Telegram right now.
Yeah, I don't play that shit. He didn't hesitate.
You say it, Kelly. You say it, girl.
Legal motherfucker. All that come out the kitty. The kitty.
Are you guys tired of hearing about this chicken shit kitty yet?
Preach.
Then we covered the cost out the kitty, my nigga.
We don't believe shit Wack say over here, boys.
That ain't no argument. They asking
some
him
people
too.
in the chat
I
might
hear
believe.
you.
I don't.
But what you saying ain't
I don't
shit
believe
for these people. So nigga, let these people right here go over there and pull the shit, and whenever it come back, it come back. That's what it is.
Wack just good at lying.
Shit. Nisha, did it look like I was slow dragging with it? Ask the lady, yo, boom, boom, boom. Just what I need. It looks like it was a dismissal.
Baby doll.
Yeah, nigga, I wasn't playing. That was yesterday.
He been ducking this for about a year, so.
I don't know. That's what I said, bro. You ain't got to drive down there. I just had a fucking paralegals go pull it. I know the shit way in Blythe. That's the Arizona border, but shit, you know, you need to go get something. Something got to get pulled. They're attacking me with it. I don't know. I see it's a law, but I don't know if the law's retro, meaning we going back to this year. Because when I say, well, this law here, they say, well, Wack, it was in 2011 or some shit, 12, some shit.
Yep.
So
I fuck with Duke
can't
Sims. I
tell
like
if the
Duke.
law's retro or if it's just from 2021 on. So fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay, let them go do it. Shit,
So
whenever it come back, it come back.
What's
He
up,
ain't got no reason to be mad. He didn't hesitate. He didn't try to like do what niggas do. Well, Wack, let me holler at you. Nothing. Told him what the lady wanted. He said the shit. That's it.
I seen a video of that nigga saying he was going to the police academy, and all kids should go to the police academy.
I tell kids that all day, every day.
So is he really going to the police academy?
Who, 600?
Yeah, he said he was going.
Let me be real clear about this. Hold on, let me put the comments on the screen too. I can do that now. Let's be real clear about this. I want to be real clear. Every child does not have to join the police force. You do not have to be a cop to be a productive member of society. I don't know why Wack tells every kid. I tell every kid, be a cop. Join the military. Those aren't the best things for people to do, like to have a career. You don't have to have a career as a cop. So I don't know why he thinks that by telling, well, I tell people that all the time. Well, what does that say, Wack? What does that say for you? Because I've never told my son, go be a cop. Go join the military. Never once. Never once.
Oh, no. I don't know.
I'm a productive member of society. I don't know about two.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Shit.
So what?
He already got a legal gun.
So according to Porky,
They be on Wax.
if you have a legal
I love
gun,
this
you
channel.
should go join the police academy. Hilarious.
Got a legal gun. Shit. Huh?
So, like, do you feel like you was finessed with that situation or not?
No. I felt like my team just didn't do their due diligence. You know.
So if a nigga would have attacked your ego with it, like I bet money that she ain't got no real paperwork on my man, and you would have been feeling like you really do. You would have been like, bet 50,000.
Bro, but this is the thing, right? Listen, All right,
Y'all
it
always
cost
up here talking about
them
bet
to a
this, bet
stack of
this,
peace,
bet
right? They
that.
put it back in the kitty. They put it back in the
Okay,
kitty. They put it back in the kitty. Which they ain't feeling it.
okay. Let's bet it. Because I get tired of it. That's all I've seen on a Danza project. Well, I want to know if it's Nipsey tapes for real. Well, how much you want to bet on it then? Well, then put your money up then. Put your money up. There's 3 conversations and 3 tapes. Put your money up. That's called extortion. That's called extortion. Live on the Danza project. Extortion. That's called extortion. Straight up. Danza says, the dude from the Danza project says, what's up with these Nipsey tapes? Are they real or not? I don't know. How much money you got? That's extortion. There is no tapes. You just up here lying.
Because, you know, right now, we said, hey, look, on our own separate ways. Whatever the kitty is, we're going to divide it by 4 and don't keep moving, right? But what it did do was establish it killed their credibility. Like, y'all, whatever y'all talking about some paperwork, we ain't hear nothing you talking about, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. They killed the CS2 back shit. All that shit's
But
dead.
no, we already did that because we went and pulled the work. The real
You didn't do
real case
anything.
number don't even got CS2 back in the motherfucker.
Didn't do nothing.
But I was talking about a nigga coming at you on a bet, knowing that the paperwork is
Please hit
already
that like button for me,
fabricated.
y'all. I would
He
greatly
got a
appreciate
bet
it.
with you that you ain't got work
If Martin
on.
Luther King would have stayed at a different hotel when he got killed that day.
See, it just was a different mind behind this
What
shit.
you talking about?
I hear what you saying. I hear
I
what you
didn't
saying.
put too much into it.
I
Because
love the love, y'all.
Like, Wack, what up? We got woo. They did this shit just yesterday. The Lloyd Harvey shit. What they got? You know what? She lying to get into something. Yeah, let's get that. Let me see. Oh yeah, that shit clear as a motherfucker. Damn, nigga, she fucking this nigga. This shit crazy. All right, cool, yeah. Cause I know soon as her name pop, nigga, we gonna go get 5,000-10,000 for that all day.
Let me ask you, do you not trust 600 now? Because he lied to you?
No, it's not that I don't trust him, but I will I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm not gonna move as fast now when they call me. This is the first time that happened. You know, majority of the time it's them that's finding the shit. The shit that come to me, it just comes to me. You know what I'm saying? They be out there in the field finding shit. People call them or they know people or whatever. But you know, I just mental note, like, all right, next time do your due diligence. You know that, you know, sometimes bro might over exaggerate something. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I told him, bro, you know, yeah. See, when you said your
Sometimes
homie was
bro
on yard
just
with
might
nigga, that
over
let me know that
exaggerate something.
you talking to your homie.
We just might over exaggerate stuff. You know? We won't tell no lies. We're telling lies, guys. We ain't telling you guys lies. We're just over exaggerating. I mean, he might over exaggerate or something, but you know, I wouldn't tell you no lies. Kelly, I would be down with that. I would be down with that. I think Wack is a detriment to hip hop in general. Period. I do. I don't think he's good for hip hop. I think he's detrimental to the hip hop industry.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think any man who would lie to you, who would say he was going to the police academy, you don't think that all
Nothing
that
wrong
shit
with
is
the
50?
police academy, bro? What's wrong with the police?
He's supposed to be a rolling 60, and he going to the police academy?
I got homies that Paul Rules is the police, bro.
Oh, you do? Wait a minute. What? Oh, I swear by it. I believe Wack is poisonous to the community as well. That's what I meant by being detrimental to hip hop and to the hip hop community, because Wack isn't involved in hip hop for the furtherance of the betterment of hip hop. Wack is here for the bullshit. Wack is here to expose people's wrongs. Wack is here to let skeletons fall out of the closet. That's what Wack is doing. Is Wack really gang affiliated? I'm not sure. I mean, supposedly he's a Pyru, but I'm not sure. You would think. I mean, are there police gang members? Probably so. Hi, Freddie. Probably so, because I know there's police correctional officers. He's a plant.
He a part of the exposers.
Okay, well, what's wrong with me going to the police academy? I got homies. You know that clip they got. You know that clip they got. That clip they got with me talking to the sheriff in the hallway when Blueface being turned in. That's my homeboy. That
is he
that
a part
room
of the
over there,
exposers?
that room over there called the Beehive. If it wasn't for him, the Beehive wouldn't exist. He was the homie that was pumping all the bloods to 826 Supermax and Wayside.
You hear that?
Right? He was the
Why don't you tell a little bit more? This ain't telling. This is not telling. Like, I love how people can say this is snitching, that's snitching, this ain't snitching, that's snitching. It's only got to be a paperwork. It's only if you testify against somebody. It's only if you do this. No. That's right now.
Right? So, you know, that's my homeboy. I got like 3 homies that's
what's wrong with y'all?
shit or working the
I got like 3 homies that do bad shit. I got like 15 homies that do bad stuff. This motherfucker is police as fuck, bro.
My nigga, like y'all stay crazy.
Man.
Y'all watch all these gangster movies and then y'all cut out the shit that y'all act like can't happen. The Mexicans been doing it. They got a whole motherfucking gang, nigga. Them Southsiders, nigga, they bump us up, take our guns, don't take us to jail, and what do you think they drop them off? Take them over there to the barrio.
One of the worst things you can be is a crooked cop. That nigga gonna turn on you as soon as he get a chance. You the only nigga gonna go down for it.
One of the worst things. Look how stupid these fucking people are, bro. Listen how dumb they are. Keep bumping into shit. That shit's crazy, bro. These people be stupid as a box of rocks, bro. I'm telling you, that's the worst person to be is a crooked cop. Why would that be the worst person to be? Let's make it make sense. Let's take this back 10 seconds.
Over there to the barrio.
One of the worst things you can be is a crooked cop. That nigga gonna turn on you as soon.
That didn't make any sense. That makes no sense. One of the worst things to be is a crooked cop because that dude gonna turn on you. That would make it one of the best things to be then. What the fuck? Boom! Straight up, bro. Yeah. Like, just, how about, like, not give no input? You guys on Clubhouse are dumb as
soon as he get a chance. You the only nigga gonna go down for it.
Hey, brother, let me explain something to you.
So that makes it the worst person to be.
We've been knowing 4 or 5 years old. We grew up together, bro.
Motherfuckers be dumb as a box of rocks.
All that shit. Guess what? When I used to do these clubs and parties out here, you know what our niggas say? Why your shit don't get shut down? Because when the police pull up, they're met by all
you're a hip hop cop.
They going, how y'all doing? They flash their badge. Y'all working here? We all do that cool around here. All these is gang members. And if they wasn't there, I'd have my homies in front. So when the police pulled up, they would start scattering. They've been a run, and then the shit shut down, and they go to jail. So I don't know how you playing it, but I'm gonna play it how I play it.
Yo, we've been through that shit here in Baltimore. I know you've seen it all over the TV. We had a gun task force that we grew up with, that we knew.
I don't know nothing about that. I know I
okay,
got
that's what I'm telling you. As soon as shit popped off,
my nephew,
they threw all the niggas under the bus.
He don't even. This is how Wack is. This dude just tries to just come in and tell him, you know, same things are happening in Baltimore, but he's so fucking stuck on himself that no, but you ain't listening though. No, you ain't listening though. You ain't listening. He want to be sued.
Cool.
Good.
To go to the police
You will never
academy
be
in the
sued,
military. Because
But be a
guess what?
straight cop. Yeah, as long as you're a straight cop, but don't be a crooked cop and think you give respect from the streets.
I don't know what you mean by crooked. Only thing I know is
Reggie Wright
got
crooked.
license.
Woo! Reggie Wright crooked. And then you got this motherfucker that sits right next to him all the time. All the time. Homies. Buddies. We're brothers. Are they best friends?
Reggie Wright was never crooked. Why you call him crooked? Reggie Wright was never a crooked cop.
Did nigga go to jail?
Yeah, but he had not been a cop
That's
for
a crooked
15
cop.
years. He had, Reggie Wright went to jail 20 years after not being a cop. They retired in what, 94?
Just because you retired from the police force doesn't make you not a cop. Straight up. Straight up, bro. It doesn't make you not a cop. Sorry. Just because they're best fed friends, the best fed friends, and we're lovers. What the fuck, bro? Hold on a second, man. There's one more.
Hey,
one more,
what's
man.
up?
One more from Most Scandalous. Reggie and Wack partners. Yeah.
Back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers.
I agree.
Porky has really outdone himself this time. Reggie Wright and John, over at Bomb First, tried to help him. But somehow he still managed to throw himself under the bus. Just like every other time, we've caught Porky in another lie. And this time, it's serious. Today, we're about to prove that he really did go to jail. He really was picked up and brought in for questioning. Now, if you know Porky like we do, then you already know. He lies so much. We can't just focus on just this one. Before we even get into the jail story, we have to touch on some of the other lies he's told recently. I won't take too long on it, but let's go back to that story he told about being CK Wack and how that persona supposedly came to life in Soledad.
And I went to reception, and they put me in cell with a G homie named Baby Wayne from Village Town Power Room. And I think at that point is when my penitentiary training started. Because he had been to prison 2-3 times. The good thing about Baby Wayne was a knockout artist. And when you were a young
Here's one thing that I could tell you. He just said the word penitentiary training. That's why I got my penitentiary training. You can't train to be in the penitentiary. I mean, you just really can't. I mean, I guess you could if you treated your children that way or something. I guess that's a way to train someone to be institutionalized. But penitentiary training is like something that cannot be done on the streets. Bro, I think we get them all out of here. All these motherfuckers that lie about people, tell lies on people, get them all out of here, bro. Ain't got time for no fucking liars, bro. I don't come on to be entertained by lies on YouTube. If I want to be lied to, I'll go get me a bitch.
Push-up game, my physical game, and he made me squabbling him every day, almost.
I'm definitely not picking up my remote to click on some channel that's going to sit there and just fucking lie to me. Fuck no.
Soledad was really, that was the birth. That was the birth of CK Wack. That was the birth of CK Wack.
CK Wack.
CK stands for
Crip killing. See, I was Lil Wack. From there, I went to CK Wack.
Yeah, you whack, all right. The word whack fits him. That fits him.
According to Porky, he left Delano State Prison and was transferred to Soledad. And that's where the name CK Wack was born. The only problem with that
You ain't no
is
killer.
that in a separate interview from 8 years ago, Porky said he went straight to Soledad when he first hit the penitentiary at 16 years old.
See, that's the problem.
Where the trucking business came from, you know, I went to the pen assignment. As you know, I was the first juvenile to actually go to California State Penitentiary at 16. Now youth authority, I already ran through that. So at 16, I'm in Soledad.
See, that's the problem with telling lies, y'all. That's the problem. You got to remember the lie that you told. You got to remember it down to the fucking every last detail, because the internet is going to chew it up and spit it out. They're going to go back and they're going to say, look at this. That's why I say this. Your opinions are allowed to change. Your thoughts are allowed to change. Your expressive thoughts are allowed to change. Your expressive opinions are allowed to change. How you think about something is allowed to change. Don't let someone sit back and say, well, that's not what you said yesterday. Well, that's not what you said last week. So what? So my thoughts have changed. That's the reality of situations, not the bullshit.
So at 16,
that's the problem with lying. You got
State Penitentiary.
like snowball.
So from 16 to 22. So from 16 to 22. So from 16 to 22, 22, I run through like 7 different prisons.
You're 19 years old when you get out?
Yeah, I'm like 19. I do probably like 2.5, 3
Jesus Christ, bro. What time did you do? Where?
years of solitary confinement time. You know, I do probably like 2.5, 3 years of solitary confinement time, you know.
Porky just claimed he was the first minor in the California prison system, being sent to Soledad at just...
You know what bothers me so much about all this? The sensationalizing of it. The sensationalization of it all. Because anybody that's ever really done time finds that there's nothing sensational about it at all. At all. I've done a little time myself, and there's nothing at all about it that there is to brag about. Nothing. They took the time away from your life that you had to live. They took your freedom away. There is nothing to brag about. There is nothing good that comes out of going to prison. Stop sensationalizing this shit, man.
16 years old. But now, listen to this old interview with Vlad.
Pushing his nose and rolling
in this one, Porky clearly says he went to Delano at 16, and that Delano was his first prison.
Yeah, we need to...
So, which one is it? Soledad or Delano?
Mm-hmm.
The prison bus came to Central Juvenile Hall, pulled into Central Juvenile Hall when they left LA County Jail and picked me up from Central.
Prison picked you up?
Juvenile Hall and took me straight to Delano State Penitentiary.
Now you see right.
You go into like I'm pretty sure you don't go right into the penitentiary. You go through a processing facility first to see where your numbers lie, which level facility you're going to be in. They just picked me up and took me straight there. Like I was the first person. My brother did 5 years. That dude don't even speed no more. Hey, that's what's up, bro. I mean, straight up, zero. There's nothing sensational about doing fucking time, bro. Letting the government take away your fucking life that you live, that you only have so much time anyway, there's nothing good that comes out of that at all. What's up, Genesis? Never heard one go straight to the state. Neither have I. Neither have I, bro. Neither have I. I've always heard people going to like a reception diagnostics facility first, then they find out where you're going to go. But like never just picked up from the fucking juvenile by the prison bus. This motherfucker here, boy. All he did was a bunch of violations too. Look. What was that? You hear that? What was that? You know what it sounded like to me? Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. What's up, Chance? What's up, Chance? What's up? What's up, bro? Shout out to the chat, too, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all being here. Hit that like button for me, man, as we stall off on these idiots.
Look, let me show you. The first one, it was admitted offender with new AOJ. That's adult offender juvenile. Okay.
So this is your first entrance into the system.
That's your first entrance.
Shit. First entrance into the system, then parole, return from parole, return to parole, return from parole, return to parole, discharge from sentence. Sounds like he did a lot of violating. I'll challenge that shit.
Into the system. He went to North Kern State Prison, NKSP.
Look, Cuddy, what's
now,
up, buddy?
see, he likes to play games. So you got to understand, North Kern State Prison is Delano, okay? That's old Delano. They have a new Delano, which is a level 4, okay?
The prison bus came to Central Juvenile Hall.
That's bullshit.
Poured in.
That is bullshit, bro. The prison bus doesn't come pick you up. The prison bus doesn't. It doesn't come pick you up. The prison bus is at the facility that you get on, and then it takes you to the other facility. It doesn't. Let's go make a trip to pick up this young man here.
The Central Juvenile Hall.
If that's the case,
left LA County Jail and picked me up.
That's
Central
bullshit.
Juvenile Hall.
You don't go straight to the state.
Delano State Penitentiary.
He was trying to say, I went to Delano to make you think he'd been at a higher level than he been. He was at reception, right?
Thank you. Reception. Thank you. Thank you. You gotta go through reception.
Then the next prison he went to was SATF, Substance Abuse Treatment Facility, which is the level 2. Okay? That's where he paroled from.
I thought Porky said he was 16.
Porky! What? Fuck! I'm not even a gangster, and what the fuck? I'm not even a gang member, and you got I'm at a higher level than you? You just a level 2 offender? Holy shit. Wack, you're a fucking fake. He definitely ain't gonna do shit to Jay Diggs. I guarantee that. Jay Diggs will fire that motherfucker up.
Years old at Soledad. I thought he said he went to Soledad after he left Delano. See all the lies you have to sift through when dealing with this guy?
He didn't go to 9 prisons like he alleges, okay? He got paroled. If you see, he got to prison on 131.95.
This is
he
all
paroled for
information you
198.
can look up yourself.
He got
man.
paroled.
Why in the fuck do people come to the internet to lie about information that someone can just easily look up? What the fuck is wrong with you idiots? Seriously. What's wrong with the half of the society that these dummies come up here and just say whatever they want to say, and then these dummies listen to them like, yeah. The dummy said he signed his rights away as a minor so he can go to the adult jail. Bro, it don't work. Nah, it definitely don't work like that. It definitely don't work like that. They decide if you're going to be judged as an adult or a minor. They decide that on the intensity of the crime you committed. No, there is there's like it. There's felonies or misdemeanors, but once you go to prison, there's like levels, so they determine what people you're to be around. Like, are you a level 1 offender, a level 2 offender? Here in Indiana, if you're a level 1, that means you've got a little bit more walking and freedom and moving around room as to like someone being behind a wall. Some of the level 1s don't even have fences here. But fuck, I was a level 3 because I got myself in a little trouble when I was there. I was a young man. He lied because he's a Cali reject. He gets no respect, so he needs to fool himself. And you know what the problem is? These people get so fucking, they lie so much that they get delusional. And they really, really, really start to believe this. Wack thinks he's bigger than life right now. He went to a treatment prison. Then he may have did some quick parole violations here and there. Regardless, he's fraudulent. Yup.
Oh, if you see, he got to prison on 131.95. He paroled 4/1/98.
That's only a 3-year tick.
95 to 98 is 3 years. I don't give a fuck what kind of arithmetic you try to use with it.
Porky got to Delano in 1995.
2 years
when he was 18 years old. He paroled in 1998 at 21. That timeline makes one thing crystal clear. It was impossible for him to be at Soledad at 16. If Porky never went to Soledad, then there was never a birth of CK Wack. The whole story was built on a lie. Just another chapter in Porky's book of fiction.
Okay? But this is the kind of fraudulent dude that is out here on this internet trying to, you know what I'm saying, pretend to be somebody and something that he's not. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. There it is right there. Assault with a firearm. 4 years, 0 months, 0 days. 3 years, 0 months, 0 days.
It say return from parole, re-entry 3, which means the county jail. He never went back to the prison. You see what I'm saying? He was in the county jail from 6/2 to 7/25 of 98. Okay.
1 month.
He returned to parole. Then 3 days after Christmas in 1998, same year, he got another violation. Returned from parole, re-entry 3. He went to the county jail.
Violation.
You see what I'm saying? He was returned to parole.
Yep.
Then he discharged on 2/25/2002 from
Nah, he returned to parole and then he discharged off parole. Yep.
Region 3, discharged from sentence. Okay. All that talk about he was in there for all this shooting and attempted murders and all of this shit. This motherfucker got one charge of 245 PC.
Yep. He was smoking that cookie,
which is assault with a firearm.
Crack.
So as you just saw, Porky never set foot in Soledad. So all that talk about Soledad was just...
It doesn't tell you the prison that you've been in? See, if you look up our prison, like if you look up my DOC number, it's going to tell you every prison I've been in. Like it should tell you like where he violated, what prison
there was never a birth
from.
of CK Wack. That entire story was completely fabricated. Then there's the claim about spending 2 to 3 years in solitary confinement. Lie.
Yeah.
Being the first minor in the California prison system.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, baby. We're trying to grow to expose.
96, 97, right?
Grow to expose.
I'll mute up. But I gave a statement on him. I'll mute up.
Hold on, we ain't
Being 16 years old at Soledad. Lie. That's 5 lies in one story. Back to back. But this is what Porky does. Now let me show you guys how Porky fell on his own sword. You won't find this next clip on YouTube anymore, because Porky had Cheeseburger Chuck take it down.
Hey, Big Chuck, we just want to talk about when he gonna bring the audio from being talking to them people. We want to know what he said. We could clear all this up.
Who is that, Chuck? That's Deuce. Yo, I just PCK always talking to me. We in the streets. We in I got nothing to talk about. Every time he does this, it's a PC move.
Always notice how Porky reacts.
Oh! See, man, This is the problem with him. When you attempt to confront him on the bullshit that he says and says, he'll negate and deflect. Who is that?
Reacts when Deuce questions him. He can't stand it.
He can't.
He cuts him off, yells over him,
on his neck,
or accuses him of PCing for talking to him on a social platform. But when it comes to DZ from SBGBTV, it's a whole different story. Porky gives him content and plays along.
Oh, what's up, homie?
Okay, yeah, as long as it's Wack on here, because if it's somebody else, we're not doing that.
Listen, we're not doing that. Listen to me. Hey, listen to me. This real shit, right? We always know what we're doing, right? We always know what we're doing. And believe it or not, right? We are the most supported people of our people on the internet, right? It's a lot we can do. Remember, I'm an industry guy. I'm tied in the labels.
He's a what? Bro, if you're a self-proclaimed industry guy, you're failing. I mean, I'm not in the industry and I don't know these, like, the ins and outs of it all, but bro, you're failing, bro. Like you're trying to be more of a star than the people you manage. It's like you've put all your people you manage on the back burner and just worried about Wack in his reputation. Man, oh man, oh man.
I'm tied into YouTube, right? So what I'm telling you, brother, is like I called in to you intentionally because I saw you was building. I didn't have to do that. People pay me to do that. I did it. I said, so let me call in and give them the content. We always know what we're doing. And I'm saying that to say this.
Could you guys please hit that like button for me? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Bro, you run your content, but you gotta have some type of reserve
in a nutshell
when you're running it. Because remember, it's our content. You get what I'm saying? And then okay, so
hold on, man. So don't tell me that SGBG TV is bending the knee. Please don't tell me that.
There's certain things that, especially when it comes to me as a public figure, right? I own me. You right? I haven't given you a verbal or signed anything, right? So what I'm saying is, as a brother, when I'm talking as a brother, fuck to people. When a brother is calling in to help you, because I'm giving you notice the content I gave you, you've been able to chop that shit up and run with it for about a month now, a couple weeks. Really? A month? Right? At least, right? But it got to come to some point, bro, to where it's just not like an attack thing.
It doesn't have to. See, that's the problem. You, Wack, don't get to tell the rules of what's going on. You see how he tried to do that? He just literally tried to tell that man what to do. But it's got to come to some point where you got to stop. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I've heard all that bullshit so much on YouTube. It's got to come to some point where this has got to stop. It's got to come to some point where this has got to end. No, it don't. This can go on as long as the fuck I want it to. This is the AD's channel.
Point in time, listen to me. To you as a brother, I'm a businessman, right? At that point in time, just from friend to foe. I called in as a friend. No matter what our back and forth was, I chose to stay on the phone. I know, I've been doing this social media shit forever. I know what I'm doing. If I don't fuck with you, I'll never say a word to you. I won't even utter your name. If you see a lot of people, I ignore them. I won't say their name because the minute I say something to them, I have a conversation with them, it helps them. You get what I'm saying? I know that. I know what I'm doing. If I don't fuck with you, I'll never say a word to you. I won't even utter your name. If you see a lot of people, I ignore them. I won't say that.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. He's lying. He cries about anybody talks about him.
Because the minute I say something to him, I have a conversation
about everybody,
with him.
bro.
It helps still. You get what I'm saying? I know that. So I'm telling you, brother to brother, run your content, especially we gave you content. Listen, me and you have nothing to talk about. It's established. Chuck, this is what you call a PC move. Bro, stop talking. Why you keep warning the people? Leave our shit in the street. Listen, every time you do this, you saying fuck your neighborhood because you on some PC shit. It's in the street, bro. Leave it where it's at. Me and you don't talk like this. We leave it in the street, in the darkness. Why this everywhere?
You're not in the street, bro. You're not in the street. Stop it.
None in the streets, man. You ain't going in the streets for nothing, Wack. Shut the fuck up. This ends the day we have confirmation of Wack's disloyal misdeeds. He needs to accept that he has been exposed, and it will be confirmed once Big U is convicted. Yeah, a lot's going to keep coming out.
I just left LA. You ain't in the power rules. You ain't in Gonzalez. You don't hang in the parts in the garages, remember? Weird ass niggas. Stop faking. Yeah, stop faking.
You making Fruitown Brim look bad right now.
I'm one of the greatest things that ever came from the 30s, bro.
Fruitown Brims, y'all know when it's street business and it's up to the disrespect level of me and him, he ain't supposed to do this shit. It's a PC move. I'm gonna mute up, Chuck. When he done doing the PC shit, I'll holler at you.
See what I mean now? Oh, it's snitch shit. Exactly, Zero. Exactly.
Well, I didn't hear you when he done. Well, I didn't say nothing about me and you. I asked you about the statement that you made. If you waive your Miranda rights, that means that there's a statement in audio. You need to go get that and prove you ain't CS2 back. That got nothing to do with me and you. That's you trying to clear your name. Don't bring the police. The police can't vouch to say that you not working with the police.
You got Fruitown Brim looking bad right now, bro. We in the streets. You got, bro, stop PC. You have to be on the open platform.
It's just a tap on the It's just a tap on the screen, y'all. It's all it is. Just a tap on the screen.
Fruitown Brim looking bad. It's real gangster over there. Why you doing PC ass shit?
You hate her all your life.
What's that got to do with
not all your life? Just some of it.
Bring the paperwork. And the statement that you made to the task force and the FBI on the Main Street case and the Tupac and Biggie murder, and clear your name. You say that the truth can never, be considered different.
Hey Chuck, you know what would be funny, right? This would be funny. I'm talking to you, Chuck. I ain't talking. It's when people say dumbass shit, it makes them look dumb. Chuck, I was in the penitentiary from 19 motherfucking 93.
You hear that shit? When people say dumb shit, it makes them look dumb. When people say stuff stupid, it makes them look stupid. Like that? Like that right there? You know what, Chuck? When people say stuff stupid, it makes them look stupid. Like that right there.
To 99. When was Tupac and Biggie killed, Chuck?
96, right? 96,
97, right?
Yeah.
I'll mute up. But I gave a statement on him. I'll mute up.
Let's make sure Wack knows that he ain't fooling nobody. Hey, Wack, the Tupac and Biggie murder are still unsolved.
Yes.
That means it's still being investigated right now.
Right.
We can show plenty of people who were in jail during the time of the murders, who gave statements about the murder.
Exactly.
You ever heard of a jailhouse informant?
He has.
You ever heard about Kenneth Bo Agnew?
He has.
What about Waymond Anderson?
He has.
Marion Knight and Studderbox were both suspects in the murder, and you were around both of them during the time investigations were taking place.
Really?
So you could have very easily been giving the police information you obtained while being around them.
I say you gave a statement to the task force that was investigating that, Greg Cadence, and then the other officer that said you was arrested.
Well, first of all, there were no arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Chuck, if I'm in the penitentiary from 1993 to 1999, what the fuck could I give a statement on, Chuck?
Anything you want. Just because you're in the penitentiary doesn't mean you can't give a statement. Statements are written down, not or audio recorded. Just because you're behind bars does not negate you from giving a statement. That is the dumbest shit that I've ever heard in my life. The fucking dumbest. Well, I was in jail. What makes you think I could give a statement? I was in jail at that time. I love it when people just use I was in jail all the time. I love it. I love it.
No arrests made other than Cash Jones.
Chuck, if I'm in the penitentiary from 1993 to 1999, what the fuck could I give a statement on, Chuck? Listen, bro.
If I'm locked up, what could I give a statement on, y'all? Any fucking thing I want. Just like old Lucy Lips.
You admitted that Greg Cadence, that you went to the 64. You down rims looking bad.
But,
you are saying some of the dumbest shit.
With Death Row, though, like in
2001. Okay. 2001. Okay. 2001.
Okay.
Okay.
This guy, he don't know because he wasn't around. Stop making the brims look bad, bro. Leave our shit in the street. It's already up. Chill out. Leave it in Madison, Wisconsin. You in Madison, Wisconsin. Listen, stop talking to me, bro. Why are you talking to me when it's on? You're doing a PC move. The truth hurts. All we're talking about is your paperwork. Stop spinning. Stop deflecting. When is you going to bring you to provide the paperwork? From the 60. I don't have no paperwork. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing. I don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, question nothing.
Wack just claimed he has no paperwork because he was never arrested or even questioned. But you guys heard it straight from former Los Angeles Sheriff Michael Cowett. The only person who got arrested was Porky. Reggie and John deleted the clip, so don't bother looking for it on YouTube. Porky swore up and down that he was never brought in for questioning.
Man,
Remember
it
that.
gets deep,
It's
y'all.
on you to provide the paperwork.
Wack is
DK Watt, Lil Wack,
deep, y'all.
Wack 100,
Or the Wack boy, or the Wack boy, or the Wack
Put that on Fruit Down Brim. Look, this is
or the
what
Wack
you do.
boy.
Put that on Fruit Down Brim. Put that on Fruit Down Brim. I told.
On Fruit Down
Put that on Fruit Down Brim.
Back.
First of all, I don't want to tell you how many times I've heard people just lie on their gangs. Like, just on Pyru, on neighborhood, on GD, on the dead homies, and just fucking lie. This is the dumbest shit. On my mama. On my mama, I swear I'm not lying. How old are we? How old are we? Are we 6? You better triple dog, I triple dog double dare you. Are we fucking 4?
Oh, you're dead homie.
You CS2 back, aka the
I'm gonna go get to work.
All right, guys.
Go get to
Now
work.
that we've heard all that, and we've heard Porky himself say he was never arrested or questioned, let me show you how he actually threw himself under the bus. But before we get to that, I need to show you how Baum first cut out another one of Detective Michael Cowett's key statements in his interview.
Oh, you
do you know how she even came to play in the information?
Not fully. To the best of my ability, from what I understand, a lot of people were under surveillance, including Reggie Wright, and that they, somehow got some information on Teresa Swan, who was one of Suge's mothers to one of his kids, and that they basically wrote up a false confession letter and presented that to her to get her reaction, and then that pretty much prompted the confession. Am I accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
Crazy.
So,
did y'all catch that? The scene just skipped like something was cut out. Let me run it back real quick so you can see it again.
Accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
Y'all see it.
So,
yep. Just clipped right there. Edited, cut. Let's take it out.
Paul Fournier, myself, and Jeff Bennett.
We already know Baum first removed the clip of Michael Cowett, clearly saying the only arrest made was Cash Jones.
Yep.
They also cut out another crucial part of Cowet's interview. And guess who exposed it? None other than Porky Chops himself.
Oh, boy.
In a sloppy move to
This is
distance
what happens when
himself
you
from the
lie.
CS two-back
You have to keep
allegations,
covering up your lie.
Porky secretly
Lie
recorded
this,
a conversation with
cover up that
Stutterbox,
lie with this
then
lie.
ran to Clubhouse to play it. But while trying to clear his name, he ended up airing out a segment from Bomb First. The exact part Reggie and John edited out to protect him.
Now,
What
this
an
next
idiot.
clip gonna make even more sense to y'all. Right? You heard him say,
What an idiot.
I told the police,
What an idiot.
y'all looking at Wack for doing anything illegal with them trucks. He ain't, which is a lie, because ain't no way they gonna spend $300,000-$400,000 watching my trucks if a nigga tell them that. Right? Play the next clip.
Play that clip.
Are you talking about Teresa Swan?
Yes, yes.
Teresa Swan was. Do you know how she even came to play in the information?
Not fully. To the best of my ability, from what I understand, a lot of people were under surveillance, including Reggie Wright, and that they, somehow got some information on Teresa Swan, who was one of Suge's mothers to one of his kids, and that they basically wrote up a false confession letter and presented that to her to get her reaction, and then that pretty much prompted the confession. Am I accurate there, or am I off on some stuff? Accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
So
accurate there, or am I off on some stuff?
How Teresa Swan came into play here is originally we were following some guy around in the Antelope Valley.
Who was that guy?
And Greg had thought that this guy was going to be able to get us to Suge because he had some relationship with a not so famous rapper at the time, and he somehow thought this guy was going to get him into Suge. So we chased this guy around in the Antelope Valley for several months, and really nothing came of it. The guy, he eventually was brought in for questioning, and I
don't have paperwork. I was never arrested, questioned nothing.
He eventually was brought in for questioning, and
There Porky goes falling on his own sword again. Porky said he wasn't arrested. Detective Cowet said he was arrested. Porky said he never was questioned, and Detective Cowet said he was brought in for questioning.
So who are you going to believe? Who are you going to believe? The person that has no reason to lie, or the person that's just been lying all over the internet?
Both of these clips have been deleted by Bomb First, but thanks to good old Porky, we were able to get our hands on this one. Also, don't overlook this key detail. The only reason Detective Cowet is even bringing up Porky in this part of the interview is because he's explaining to John how they ended up zeroing in on Teresa Swan. To tell that story, he had to start with Porky specifically, how they were following him around the Antelope Valley. Now, for those who don't know, Teresa Swan is the mother of one of Marion Knight's kids. And she's the person who gave Greg Kading the final missing pieces to the whole Poochie killed Biggie narrative tied to Marion Knight. So the real question becomes, what does Porky being brought in for questioning have to do with Teresa Swan? Because if Cowet had to start with Porky to get to her, that connection might be deeper than Porky wants us to know.
so Paul Fournier, myself, and Jeff Bennett decided that we should probably go after somebody that Suge was close to in the 90s, thinking that, because we were hearing the same things too, that Poochie Wardell Faust was responsible. So we, the three of us, Jeff Bennett, Paul Fournier, and I, started looking into what Teresa Swan was doing as far as criminal activity at the time present during the task force era.
We'll get ya.
And we had discovered that she was
tail,
flipping cars or something high-end cars.
Wack is just so focused on trying to be the biggest name in the hip hop industry that he has forgotten that there are skeletons in his closet and that you can't unhide those skeletons. You know what would be the best thing for you people like this to do? Just come on out. Just say it. I'm a rat. I'm a snitch. Charleston White owns it. I mean, you're busted, bro.
With fraudulent names. And we discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names.
Say like you may take a load of BMWs down to San Diego, right? Boom. It's like 200 miles. Pay my driver like $1,100. Then you'll pick up a load of Porsches from San Diego, let's just say going to San Francisco.
And we had discovered that she was flipping cars or something, high-end cars with fraudulent names. So we got our commercial crimes bureau involved with it and had them look into exactly what she was doing. And at the same time, we brought a district attorney on board from LA County to let her know what our end goal was. And that was, in the event Teresa Swan had good information and could connect Suge to Teresa Swan and to Poochie, that we would want to give her some kind of consideration in the case. And the district attorney was on board. So when we eventually arrested her and brought her in for questioning,
According to Detective Cowett, Teresa Swan was arrested and brought in for questioning, just like he said Porky was. Now think about everybody whose name was changed in Greg Kading's movie. Think about the fact that Teresa Swan's real name is Tammy Hawkins.
It was very clear that she was more than willing to talk and was, I believe, being truthful with how the murder of Biggie happened and how it was paid for through the monies of Suge. So, and then Greg came on board and started with some of the stuff, and they ended up doing a in-camera interview with her to lock in her interview. So I'm not sure I recall the letter with the false statement that you're referring to or not. I was just in with her on the initial arrest and interview process.
Okay. And the individual that you guys were following that you were talking about previously, just to confirm, that was Wack 100, to my knowledge?
It was what?
A guy named Wack 100 that you guys were following initially to try to get to Suge, and then you realized that
that's a fact.
He really wasn't going to get you there in Antelope Valley?
I think that's who it is. I don't recall that name, but yeah, they got. To me, it was a waste of time chasing that guy for as long as we did.
Yeah. I think his government name is Cash Jones.
Yes.
But,
There you go. Yes.
Okay.
Cash Jones, Mick Elroy. Mick Elroy. How do we know about that? I got one more for you before we get up out of here, man. Check this shit out, too. Let's see here. We got old Eddie boy that does a little interview with 600, right? And then he asks, when's this going to end? Will the 600 and Big U beef ever end? I don't think there was ever really a beef. I think it's just 600 snitching and ratting all the fucking time. I don't think there was ever a beef. It's just, he's a fucking rat. $600 can't take the fact that Big U was bigger than him.
What's going on, man? You finna fight?
Yeah, man, I'm out of here tonight.
Use the restroom real
Go to
quick,
Miami for like a week or two. And I'm gonna go to Germany. Stay out there for a week. Hit the UK. Stay out there for a week. Probably come back at the end of June.
Right.
I'm back rolling. I'm on my diet, man.
So are you gonna be done with that after that?
Well, what, boxing?
Nah, because we have to take that trip. So.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We the first week, by 4th of July weekend, we just go hit Thailand. I'll be done. I'll be done all that. Everything will be straight. Like I said, I just gotta knock out that UK run, pick up this little 100 bands for this fight. So we gotta have some fun out there.
Yeah, man, I get a lot of questions about you, man. But like I tell them, man, regardless of what's going on, you have a resume over there, so can't nobody tell me nothing, man.
What they talking about now?
It was like, dude, you talking about you ain't from over there, you ain't from the front.
For real?
Yeah. But I know some dudes be trolling, and I know some dudes.
I'm glad they saying that.
Yeah, man. You ain't gotta be from over there. That's
Listen, man. As y'all can see, certain people went on podcast, video, online, claiming to be something that they're not, claiming to be from somewhere they're not, whether they're from there or not. I don't want nobody saying where I'm from.
But hold on.
That stuff, bro. Shit.
Isn't 600 not from the 60s? Isn't 600 not from the 60s?
I want y'all to know I'm a square. I ain't done no crimes. I'm not a gangbanger.
Hold on. What? What? Now all of a sudden you're not a gangbanger. Hold on a minute.
I can see certain people went on podcast, video, online, claiming to be something that they're not, claiming to be from somewhere they're not, whether they're from there or not. I don't want nobody saying where I'm from and none of that stuff, bro. Shit, I want y'all to know I'm a square. I ain't done no crimes. I'm not a gangbanger. Tell the world that. I'm glad they saying I ain't from 60s. Thank you.
But that's your whole claim to fame. Man, oh man, oh man. The switch up is ridiculous from these dudes. The switch up is ridiculous, bro. This dude was big neighborhood. He was big neighborhood, y'all. And y'all was a bunch of rats, remember? Y'all were just hanging out with rats and snitches and busters.
Because in the real world, I'm not running around saying, "What's up, cuz? Neighborhood, cuz."
In what world are you living
in?
in?
Not in my language. That ain't been my language in the real world in like at least 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I might still have fun, you know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is, but I don't live my life like that, bro. So yeah, I want to thank whoever told you that. I want to special thank you to them.
Yeah, because they be thinking that just because you don't go to the penitentiary or you ain't put no unalive nobody or something like that, you're not a joint.
Well, if they saying I haven't
Hold on. You just said to everybody, you're not a gang member. You're not a killer. You're not this. Then why are you up here now saying, well, they think because you haven't been to the prison system or because you haven't done this that you're not a gangbanger?
I want to thank them for that too. I ain't killed nobody. Whoever told him that is telling the truth. I ain't killed nobody. For sure. Don't associate me with no one of any unalive and nothing.
Yeah, so
when the shit gets serious,
that's a good thing though. But I tell brothers, man, I wish I could trade places with you because you have no felonies and you have, you can go and you can do certain things that I can't do. And
man, let me say something.
But he's got sealed federal documents, sealed federal fucking crimes.
That doesn't mean nothing.
You don't want to go there, bro.
So I know homies who done a lot of more things than me, and they ain't been to the pen. Mm-hmm. They got gun licenses, but they just mad that I have a gun license. You know what I'm saying? I know a gang of homies who ain't been to the pen, older and younger. You feel what I'm saying? So, but like I said, that don't really bother.
What is this stick, bro? Well, is this supposed to be to threaten someone?
You know what I'm saying? They think it bothers.
What is this?
They should know by now that I don't care what these people got to say about me. If they're gonna say something about you, regardless.
Yeah, regardless of
whether you're doing the right thing or you're doing the wrong thing. Right. So that's why I do what you want to do. That's why I know it make them mad that they know I don't care.
Right. You don't supposed to care, bro. You know, alhamdulillah, you don't supposed to care. You remember when we went to court, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like I try to tell people, man, when we fall up in there, it's always respect, irregardless of what somebody's going through or something like that. It's always a respect factor until dudes step out their lane and they tend to. I call it hot air. It's hot air to me.
Oh, you talking about when dudes be talking?
Yeah, when dudes just be talking, man.
What do you expect someone to do at the courthouse, y'all? This is a bunch of bullshit. Y'all not going to the neighborhood and saying this. Y'all not going to these neighborhoods and going up in here and saying, y'all not this, y'all not that, y'all just showing big air. Y'all going to the courthouse and then saying this. What do you expect the gang member to do to you at the courthouse? Tell me. What are they supposed to do? Because there are rights and wrongs to this. Just because you two over there say you live on the opposite side of the law and that you do the right things in life, but y'all are doing the wrong thing by doing this. By saying, I'm showing up to court to antagonize people. Oh, and they ain't doing nothing to me either. Well, what do you expect them to do? Go to their neighborhood and do it. How about that, big boys?
Trying to. Well, see, this is the thing, man. I'm a smart guy. You're a smart guy.
Smart guys.
If I knew it was gonna be a whole bunch of riders,
smart guys,
600 type looking motherfuckers, 81 type looking people that was gonna get on us on site, I would avoid that. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I don't feel like fighting 1080 boys, 10 600s. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's only busters who rock with Big U. Big U's a rat. See, I done said this for 3 years straight. He's a rat. Anybody rocking with is a rat. And I didn't make up them rules. Your generation's rules before you made them rules up. You a buster if you hanging with a rat. He's on paper. He told you. So no real dudes are rocking with dudes. So I know when I go to this court dates, it's all busters.
You know when you go to these court dates that you're surrounded by fucking federal fucking goddamn cops, bro. What are you talking about? I know when I go to these court dates, I'm surrounded by busters. Yeah, because they ain't going to do nothing to me at court. Nope, nothing. But go to the neighborhood and do it. Stand out in front of the corner store, big dog. All this tough rah-rah talk and about the courtroom, that don't make y'all look tough.
But see, the crazy thing about it is that the internet and the world makes it look like I'm beefing with all 60s. They always say, the 60s can't wait to get a hold of you. Bro, Big U never gave no one a voice. He never put nobody on. He only gonna sign a rapper if he can't rap or if he's 40, 50 years old. He never gave nobody a voice. And he only kicks it with busters. What that means is that I'm not getting along with the people that he mess with, right? Mm-hmm. So they think he's the big macho. He runs everybody. So they feel if I'm going against him, I'm going against everybody. No, we got solid.
Yes.
And don't none of them mess with Big.
Yep.
They say, oh man, how LA let you do this? LA not letting me do nothing. LA ain't got no problem with me.
That's a fact. Eddie Boy telling too.
So they have a misunderstanding, wrong visualization, whatever, misconception of who's running things and who's looking for me. Bro, we in the same place every day.
Yeah, I mean, if Big U's a rat, he's a rat. But that's the truth. I'm not up here to take sides for anybody. Fuck all that. I'm just here to talk about what's going on and give people a space to speak about how they feel about it. I don't give a fuck. This is LA. Y'all got LA looking bad right now.
Nobody looking for me. We don't beef with no gangbangers. We're not beefing with no real 60s. The only people who matter to us is Big U minions. Big U only keeps the busters. If he can't control you and slap you and extort you, he don't even want to deal with you. So the only people that are around him are little busters.
I could probably see that.
Give them a voice. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you don't see nobody speaking out, lashing out. You only see little buster minions. That's the misconception. So my point I'm saying is that
I can agree to that. If Big U is a rat, then he's a rat.
Court dates.
So be it. But don't rat him up into the penitentiary. Oh, one rat ratting on another rat doesn't make both of you guys not rats.
Not scratching anybody, took nothing from me, anybody shot at me, anybody.
It looks like a bunch of telling on people that are mad at each other.
speaking
mad
about
at you.
You supporters. That's all he rocked with Busters.
I don't too much care about what's happening with him. I care about what happened to this dude, this bust ass, red ass dude, Bruce Cannon, because he was popping that shit about my family. So, you know, that be my thing, man. And,
Loose cannon? Loose is about as worthless. Like loose, I told y'all, loose cannons that content's about over with. That's all it is. His content, that shit's about over with. Loose cannon's about to see 40 years or start telling like a motherfucker. Ratatouille.
I know the brothers over there. I know which ones capable of doing what they're gonna do, but I don't underestimate nobody. But my thing is that I do what the hell I want to do. I go where I want to go. It's just like I be saying to you, bro. It's like you in a good space, man. You know, and we can't let stuff, you know, over consume, you know, what we do, even though we don't. You know what I'm saying? But
even though we don't, we can't let this stuff over consume us. Even though we don't. But as we're sitting here talking to it, it is.
It's just like, man, it's just dealing with a different level of different individuals, man. When dudes be sitting there just popping it because, you know, and you know what's wrong? A lot of them dudes over there, bro, they don't understand the history. They don't know my history. They don't know your history. They don't even know Big U's history. You know, because it's like
too
it
many
blows me
people.
away. It's like, how can he tell me that he's hot?
They say you talk too much. Oh boy, you never shut up.
He explained to me the situation he was going through.
Hi.
But he don't tell his crew what he's going through. He might tell one or two of them, but everybody else around him, they didn't know he was hot like that, bro. But he gave me a heads up on that. So
he knew he was hot.
He knew he was hot. Remember that time you put that interview out? I mean, that information out when you called me that day, and you explained to me what happened to you.
Yeah.
And then you put that stuff on the internet. And then the next day, I got a text from one of the brothers from over there, and they showed me what you guys had put out there, and I was like, damn. So, and remember when I found you, because you know we stay in the same area, so
right.
You know I know where you at. So and I found you, and I'll be like, hey, bro, you know why you do that? And you explained to me why you did that, right? Which I didn't mind, but I was like, you know, next time just give me a heads up.
See how they talking in code? See how they talking in code? When you explain to me what you did that, and you did this, and you did this, and what?
And he was like, hey, Ed, hey, man, you know, I need you to do X, Y, Z, you know, clear my name. I need you to do this and do that. And I was like, well, hey, man, I got a little brother in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying?
That conversation was a nothing burger. It went nowhere.
My brother ain't get nothing. So you were in contact with Nutty. You were in contact with Petey Wack. Help me get my little brother up out of there, and I would do anything you want me to. I don't give a shit about none of that.
Yeah.
He had promised to do that, but they secretly recorded me and they backdoored me. So whatever you was doing, I didn't care at that particular time anymore because I seen that they wasn't sincere in what they was doing. But in the conversation,
it's gang life, y'all. You're gonna get backdoored. It's gang life. There's nothing that you're going to gain from being in a gang. Nothing. It's a pyramid scheme. You'll never reach the top. You will never have a bonus. There will never be incentives. There is no retirement plan. No 401k at the end. Nope. Not even life insurance. You won't even get your fucking burial paid for. Trust me.
Say, brother, what's all this stuff they talking about with the, you know, the feds? He's like, bro, I'm hot. You know what I'm saying? He did tell me that. Remember, I was telling you, I'm like, bro, you can't be going on over there talking about them dudes talking about pull up, and you can't be. Oh,
no, you good.
You can't be going over there to the point where you pull up on that dude and them people watching him. So he told me he was hot, man. And a lot of these brothers, man, like in this YouTube space, they don't know what's going on, bro, because they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And I offered him over the phone. I said, look, bro, I will pull up on you. I will come get you, and we'll come find 600, and we'll go holler at you. Not on no brutality or nothing. No brutality or nothing like that, just to get shit straight. And I truly believe that if he would have done that, everything else wouldn't have went downhill the way it did.
Because I told you I was with it.
Right. So, and you know, a lot of people they don't understand that, man. But you know, the brother's in the pickle right now, and I don't know how he's gonna get out that pickle, bro. It's gonna be hard for him to get out this pickle.
He's gonna tell.
In the paperwork, they say he's facing 600 years.
Yeah, but I do know this though, bro. If you was his friend out here and rocking with him out here while he was out here,
right?
Now you get you to the point where you turn on him. I think that's a bad decision for anybody, man, that was out here rocking with him, because if a person feel like they've been betrayed on all type of levels, hey, man, ain't no telling what's gonna happen, man.
So let me ask you this, man.
He's gonna tell, man.
Like, you're my father, right?
Okay.
And you hit me. You just get mad. You sock my truck. Am I supposed to say, nah, you my father, I can't hit you back, or do I got all right to hit you back? If we son and father,
you don't never put your hands on your parents.
Okay, all right. So let's just say in the streets.
Dumb 600. You're dumb.
This is street rules, not realistic. Let's just say it's street rules. You telling me? Do I got the right to telling you?
100%.
Oh, so.
And I say that is because the rules have changed.
I'm talking about the original street rules.
Original street rules, no, you don't tell.
Okay, so under no circumstances do I compromise mine.
No. That's back then,
but nowadays you can tell if they tell on you. You hear this fucking conversation?
90s.
What the fuck are we doing?
But in 2025.
So I'm asking that to say.
Out the window.
I'm asking that to say. If somebody tell on Big U, if he see he get his indictment, he get the discovery, see the complaint, he going to trial, so now he know everything. Do he got the right to say, well, shit, y'all told on me, I'm gonna tell on you?
Nah, not if you're the big bad wolf.
Right. So it's like we gotta ask the people. We gotta have to do a vote. We gotta start calling around, bro, because the streets say, nah, forget the big bad wolf. Even if you're a little pup, you cannot tell. This is he told on you, you can't tell. But that's messed up.
But that's messed up because you should be able to tell. You should be able to tell right back on him. That ain't the way it works. That ain't the way it works, man. Two people can't tell on each other. That just ain't the way it goes. That ain't the way it goes down. Two people can't tell on each other and both of them go home. Where have we ever heard that at? God damn, man. Some of these people live in fucking fantasy land on YouTube, bro. They do. Some people just live in fantasy world on here. Or they like to portray fantasy land to you guys. Well, I'm here to tell you that there is no fantasy land. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. If you're out here gangbanging, you'll probably end up in dead or in jail. Those are the only two options. I'm not saying I'm against it, because I'm for brotherhood. I'm for people forming brotherhoods and families and things outside of the family and all that. I'm for it. But if you're going to involve criminality into it, then that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to start getting involved into criminality. And that's what happens back to you. It's called karma. It's called karma. Just do what's right, man. We all know what's right and wrong. If you're doing things where somebody's telling on you, then you're going to go to jail anyway. You think you could sell drugs the rest of your life? Do you? You might see somebody getting money on that corner, bro. Getting big money. And you might see there's a motherfucker that ain't even on the corner getting big money because he's supplying that corner. But there ain't no fucking 401k in that. That little 50 grand that you got in your pocket ain't gonna last forever? Nah. Because you know why? Drugs are controlled by our government. They're brought over here by our government. They're put on the streets by our government. But they're never going to let you become the big dog. You understand? Because they are. They're the big dog. They control it. I want you guys to have a beautiful, beautiful day. I thank everybody for coming in, supporting the channel, hitting that like button. On the way out, I would be graciously happy and appreciative of that. So thank you very much. Come back and see us. Hit the sub button. I love y'all.
I gon' come with safety. Only time I'm safe is when I'm dangerous. Posted in the 30 with this 30, trying to leave them brainless. We still in the jets, exactly where them boys say we ain't hanging. Put cheese on my head, I come collect that shit. You think I'm playing? Trouble hop out bustin' at it, brother. Miss you know I'm hitting. We got O's and Bo's in here, and we got wood cook in the kitchen. If I say go get them, they go get them. Young boy fingers itching, fingers squeezing on the trigger. They heard all them glitches. Money man, I run it up. If I fall off, I'm poking shit. Told that bitch quit asking questions. I hate all that notice shit. We send shots the whole year round, no ring around the road and shit. My little bro, he makes it vanish. He with hocus pocus shit. Chopper bust, they hit the ground. It's too many sticks around. We known to get greasy, pussy. Don't you have your bitch around? Switch up on this bitch. I catch him deep, get a whole click around. Put us in the mission, shit that we ain't do. We spinning now. Bitch keep trying to tell me slide. Think she trying to set the pick. But the hoes been tripping, texting my bitch on that messy shit. Left a bro out there with his brains out. Yeah, that's that messy shit. Bought another Glock. Let's catch